for your business on Google My Business, and also in the search results organically with your website as well, with first party reviews. So if you want to do that, then what you can do is you can send out these requests for reviews one at a time via email, or you can set up an automated system where you send out a request to your list. And you can set this up if you don't have a system. I mean, if you have a system already, you can just set up a request. But a lot of what we found that really works is, or what the reason why what we've learned over the years is that certain copy gets a better result than others, meaning what you say in the email. So I would suggest that you do that first. And the problem is, if you don't do this, then most likely you're not going to get the buy-in from your staff, and you're just not going to start. You're not going to start that process. Really, is what it comes down to. And there is an easy button. It's by just uploading your list to an email system and sending out a request to, if you're a property management company, to your current owner list, or to your or to your people that you've been targeting, your leads that you've been targeting as well. Well, not leads, because obviously, because they haven't had experience with you, but the people that you've worked with over the years, or people that you've worked with that maybe aren't your current customers that have worked with you in the past. So people that you're currently working with, and then people that you've worked with in the past. Does that make sense, Crystal? Can you hear me? Tim who? Oh, thank you. Okay, cool. That's all. Yeah, good feedback. We do like our new logo, and so this is what you would want to put together. This is an example of an email that we send out, to our customers on their behalf in order to get reviews. And it's very successful. I know you can actually share. I want you to share some of the results that you've gotten. And by the way, I have to say this as a disclaimer, is that we get really good results with businesses that actually do really good work. So if you do really good work, we see that, and I'll just tell you from my experience in doing this over the past 10 years, because I get this question a lot. And if you're not asking this question, this is a question that you probably want to ask is, okay, if I send out 100 emails to request reviews, what percentage can I expect will actually leave a review? Well, we've gotten better and better over the years by decreasing the number of clicks that people have to take or, click. We've decreased the number of clicks. Okay. And by doing that, what we've done is we've increased the likelihood that somebody's going to complete this process, number one. But number two, what I was saying is what's the likelihood that somebody's going to fill this out and take the time? We found in the beginning, when we first did this 7-8 years ago, okay, we started sending these out, it was about 1 to 3%. And there's a lot of reasons for that. A, the copy wasn't that great. B, there's a lot of clicks. C, some of the customers that we were working with just didn't have that good of success. They weren't really good companies, and this says a lot about, it does. It's good feedback. The percentage that you get responses, the percentage of people that actually leave reviews or leave feedback is feedback for your business. It's kind of like we've got like what's that movie that Leonardo DiCaprio did? It's like I don't know. Anyway, it's like we're seeing, a system within a system here. I mean, we're asking for feedback, and it's good feedback or interesting feedback. If you actually just giving you the answer here, we see between 5 and 15% of people now will actually fill this out. And if you're closer to 15 or 20%, man, that's great feedback for your business. So go ahead, Crystal. Yes. And well, the other thing I want to point out is that it's from the actual property management company. It's from an individual too. It's not just from, thank you from Professionals Rockingham. It's from Martina Berry. Yeah. And she's like saying, like, she's asking, it's like she's asking personally, Just go, click and go through. I think people, yeah. Yeah, it's very specific. So we're implementing the five, the psychological triggers. There's 5 of them. One is specificity, and well, I mean, what else are we really? That's really it right now. Is we're implementing specificity. Yeah, a little bit. Yes. Yeah. And a couple points here. Number one, okay, I want you guys to see something. Okay. First of all, this is taking us to the all coveted Google review box. This is the holy grail for getting people to leave a review for your business. This is the one stumbling block, the biggest stumbling block that I see, that I've seen over the past 10 years, is to get somebody to this review box. If you can do this, and this is why we use and we implement what we call the Google Naked link. We call it naked because if you send this link out to people, you're naked in the sense that that person can leave you a review. You have no protection. Okay. That's why we call it the Google Naked link. And just taking a step back, that link that we sent out from in the email, the feedback link, is not naked. Why? Because the person is asked a question. In other words, there's a firewall. It doesn't leave you open for an exposed or naked, because it says, would you recommend us? Yes or no. And I don't want to steal your thunder, Crystal, but I mean, if somebody, I mean, you can go ahead and explain it if you want. I mean, I think it's really important because this is the number one question that we get, is the no thanks. Yeah. Yeah, and we can actually put a video on this page that's from you, so that there's a way for you to like meet that person when they get to this page. So this is your firewall is back on the previous page where we say yes or no. If they say no, then you're not open and exposed to people leaving a review on Google because they said no. And it's very clear that this information is going to go directly to the manager. So that person's going to be heard. So then it's your responsibility as the manager to respond to this person as quickly as possible and take that input as great feedback. What an opportunity. Okay. And so now this person feels heard. So they're not going to want to leave that negative review on Google. you've effectively disarmed, or you've taken away that scenario where that person might leave you a negative review on Google. You've disarmed, or you've you've taken away a situation that could be very, very negative. And so and I want to be clear, when somebody says yes, then they get the option, and we can actually put up to 3 different directory links on that next page. Okay, so if you want to show somebody that, yeah, go ahead, Crystal. Okay, so I figured that might be so here's the deal. So the deal is this, is that okay, if you go back, Crystal, and go back to the previous page. Okay, so yep. Okay. Yep. Okay, so if you go to yes, okay, so we can actually put, what I was saying is we can actually put up to 3 different directories here. That's what I was afraid of. I was thinking if I can't hear you, there's probably, so that's good feedback for the future. So here's, yeah, Jason, thanks. So here's the deal. So we've got 3 different directories here that we can actually put on this page. We typically put Google, Facebook, and Yelp. Now we can put any custom directory on this page as well. And now what Crystal was saying is that if you go back, Crystal, and you go back to the page where it says, because I'm gonna have to re-explain that now. So let's go ahead and go back. Yeah, go back to leave us feedback. Yep. And then let's go to, so now if somebody says no thanks, go click on no thanks. Okay, if somebody says no thanks, then what happens is that the person can actually leave a feedback for the specific, the company owner. Okay, and this is what's great about this, is that it's sent directly to the manager. We can actually put a YouTube video of you, apologizing at the time that person, wants to feel heard on this page here, which is great. Okay, so we can customize it, and so this is really what makes a really good reputation system. And this is the easy button, because what happens is that you can send this out to your list, and you'll almost immediately get potentially 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, depending on how big your list is and how good of a job you've quite frankly done with your list to give them great service or a great value. So so now that's really one of the easy buttons. The other easy button, Crystal, if you can show, there's 3 ways that we can hit the easy button. Another one is to implement a system where you put either the Google naked link or this feedback link, where you have the firewall between that person leaving a review and the directories. Okay, so this is that's the feedback link, but there's also a Google naked link that we can use. And what you'd want to do is you'd want to put in your email, at the bottom of the email, like a thumbs up or thumbs down. And we can do this. We do this for a lot of our customers. And what this does is, there you go. So you can see that right at the bottom of the email. Hey, before you go, I really want to get your opinion. So this is how, and everybody on your team needs to have one of these, okay? And if you click the thumbs up or thumbs down, this is basically the feedback page right here, okay? So this is the feedback page where you give the person, instead of going to the previous page where it says, would you recommend us, yes or no? If they click thumbs up, it takes them to where they can leave a review on the directories. If they say thumbs down, then it takes them to the feedback, to the page where they can actually leave feedback for the manager. So this is a really effective, quick way. So basically the thumbs up is basically the equivalent of kind of a Google naked link. And that sometimes what we'll do is we'll actually put the Google naked link in there where it takes them just to leave a Google review. It takes them right to the review box for Google that Crystal showed before. So this is another way that you can easy button getting reviews. I'll put it on Autopilot. Again, get that to all of your team so that they can implement that and put that in their email signature very, very simply. There's the Google review box. Now, The other thing I wanted to say is this, okay, there's a third way. The third way is to get people to leave reviews right from your website, okay? So what we do is we give you review code that allows you not only to display your reviews, but also at the top, it actually gives the person an option to actually leave a review from the website, okay? So this is, again, easy buttoning the process of getting reviews. It makes it so that, you know, it just mechanistically, it just makes it very easy for people to leave you guys a review. So, yep. And yeah, and basically what, it takes a second for it to load here, but sometimes, but basically what's going on is that you're going to see that what we want to do is, again, is just create a way for you to, and sometimes it slows down when we're on Zoom like this because it just really slows, it bogs down the system. But what I want you guys to see is, and by the way, this right here, these are first party reviews. Okay. This is what allows us, while we're showing it, this is what allows us to get those stars to show up with our website link in the search results. Okay. And now the other thing that we're going to show here in a second is we'll show you how again, I mean, if you're not doing this, this is a very, very easy way to just get reviews from your current or your past customers. And there you go. So there's the review us link right there. And Crystal just added those beautiful review videos there. That, you know, one from Kevin Knight, and so really, really cool. So if you scroll down, yeah, so okay, yeah, and there, so yeah, go ahead and click on that. So if you click on that, there you go. It takes you right to the would you recommend us page, okay? And this is the process that we saw earlier. So just to summarize, look, if you guys want an easy button getting reviews, there's 3 ways to do it. 3 primary ways, okay? Number 1, do what we just showed you right here, add a review us link on your website. You can even make it even more prominent. You can put it right at the home page of your website if you want to. Add in the email signature for you and everybody else on your team, the would you recommend us, you know, question at the bottom of your signature. And then third is to send out a email broadcast to your current and past customers so that they can review you and use a link, either a Google naked link that would take them right to the Google review box. Now that does leave you exposed, because if you don't send somebody to this would you recommend us page, then there is a good chance that you might get some negative reviews, okay? Because you're not protected. You're naked, if you will, if you use a Google naked link. Now, a Google naked link is it's a very challenging thing to create. Now, we've created a system for doing this, because even if you follow the instructions for how to do this, it doesn't create it the right way all the time. It doesn't show all the time on mobile or desktop. And Crystal has become very, very good at doing this. So we've actually created a step-by-step formula for creating a Google naked link. If you want to know how to do that, go ahead and put a chat, or just chat us from our website. And Crystal, if you want to go to our website to show people where they would chat us, or just, you can go to accelerateyourmarketing.com. And if you go if that takes you to our landing page or anywhere on our website, just go ahead and start chat. We'll chat with you within 5 minutes, no matter when you're there. And there'll be a little chat box that appears in the bottom right-hand corner, or you can just go to our Messenger. There you go. There's our little chat bot buddy, and you can chat us there. And that's pretty much it. We'll send that document to you if you want, in order to just start a conversation and give you guys value. What are some of the results, Crystal? I know that we shared, okay, and I know they're not gonna be able to hear you, but here's the deal. Crystal is, I mean, I know that she, and just give us a nod if you agree with this, but I know that when you're doing this quarterly now for each of our customers, and we're getting, I'd say between 5 and 10 reviews every mailing that we do every quarter for our customers. Okay. So that's a really, really powerful result. And that's something that I would suggest that each of you guys implement. I mean, use the easy button, you know, and, you know, that's just from the mailings. That's not from the email signatures, or that's not from people going to the website and, you know, getting reviews that way. So anyway, put this on autopilot. Yeah. Yep. So what Crystal's saying is we've sent out 7 campaigns, and I'm trying to put you on speaker here. But you said you sent out 7 campaigns, and what now? And now they're at 142 reviews. Okay. What else? 8 months later. Okay, good. Awesome. So that's really good. So yeah. So 8 months later, they've got a bunch of reviews. And so, and I don't know how many of those are attributed to the email campaigns. Do you probably a quarter of those are attributed to the email campaigns? All of those were attributed to the email campaign. And okay, 2,400 emails. What are the numbers? 2,400 emails. And how many did she get from the 2,400 emails? 142. 142 Google reviews. Okay. Okay, 107 Google reviews from the email campaign. That's phenomenal. That's really good. And that's a good return. Yep, that's really good in 7 months. Amazing, amazing. That's easy button. All right, cool. Great results. Thanks, guys. Let us know if you got any questions. This is a really powerful way. And the results are simple. Look, she's doubled or tripled the number of inbound phone calls now. She's increased the number of doors that she's getting by like 100, 200%. And she gets, the reason why is because she has better rankings on Google. This is why you want to do this, guys. I mean, we're not just doing this for, you know, for our ego to get reviews, to hear what people are saying good about us. This is there. Yeah. I mean, that's nice. I mean, and it is good for morale for your company. But really the reason why is because, you know, people trust reviews online as much as they trust a referral from a brother, sister, or mother. So especially if you are tired of these cowboy, as Harriet said recently, these cowboy property managers coming into your area. If you've been doing this for a long time and you've got these new property management companies that are coming in and taking your business, I mean, this is why Martina has had such success, is because she had the list already. This is the most effective way to just do away with those cowboy property managers that are coming in fly by night, and they're undercutting your lease percentages that they're charging. So that instead of charging 10%, they're charging like 5 to 7 to get started, and then they don't rent the places, and then you get the aftermath, you know, after their houses haven't rented for 3 or 4 months. So if you want to deal with that, I just had a conversation with Harriet from Tim Altus Property Management, and this is the situation. I mean, they've been in business for 35 years, and you know, I mean, I can't even imagine it's going to be just like Martina. They're going to get a ton of reviews, and the same scenario is going to happen with them. They're going to double, triple, quadruple the inbound phone calls, because people are finally going to be able to, they're going to finally be able to distinguish and differentiate between them and these cowboy property managers that are just coming in fly by night, you know, and trying to manage properties by the seat of their pants, you know, and they'll choose you from the beginning, and they'll pay your premium prices because of the fact that they know that you're tried and true and based on your social proof. That's what it does for you. So these people call and they're already pre-sold. So, all right. Thanks.